must be removed from the succession process, and Meghan must give up her position as Queen, according to the ERS of Brits. Hello and welcome back to our Kate Middleton and the Queen News YouTube channel. It has been a year since the Queen passed away. Her funeral was the last event that Harry and Meghan attended with the royal family. Now, the public is speaking out about the US-based royal couple. According to new exclusive polling, 3/4 of Brits believe that Harry and Meghan shouldn't receive any money from the public coffers. Most people also want to see them remunerated. Actually, just 50% of respondents thought Meghan and Harry should be entitled to security and other expenditures paid for by the government, while a staggering 74% said they should be responsible for covering all costs. The results of this poll also reveal that respondents had a very negative opinion of Meghan and Harry's claim to the throne. The majority think that as the king's second child, they ought to be completely removed from the succession. Harry still holds the 5th position in the line of succession, behind his brother Prince William, his niece Princess Charlotte, his nephews Princess George and Louis, and his cousin Prince Charles. Thankfully, Meghan is not heir to the kingdom, but her 2 unseen children with Harry are manufactured and invisible. 6th and 7th, Mountbatten-Windsor. Honestly though, I'm amazed that only 3/4 believe that Harry shouldn't receive any public money. I mean, I thought it would be like 99.999, and they don't work for the royal family, so why should they be paid any money from the public purse? It doesn't make sense. Harry brought up a legal case to claim that he should be given police security when he's in the UK, paid for it by the taxpayers of course. Fortunately, though, they turned down that idea, and security of Frogmore while he was a tenant would have been funded from the sovereign grant. Again, that's public money, and now they're not living there anymore, and I don't believe any public money is going their way. Well, they decided to walk away from their positions as working royals, and I don't even know why they still use those titles. That the monarchy is so awful in their opinion, and I can't speak for all Americans, but I believe 3/4 of Americans probably agree, probably more. Actually, they should be treated as the commenters they have shown themselves to be. They made it abundantly clear that they wanted to step away. All right, that's fine, we should respect their wishes then, and that should mean they lose those titles and any funding. Now, the fact they still expect both tells us a lot about who they are. One participant in the poll stated that if being a working royal is undesirable to him and her, it is only natural that the line of succession be changed to reflect this. Otherwise, what would happen if he were to be offered the position and then turn it down again? Then again, why would he wish to inherit a functioning royal position? He had one, which he vehemently and publicly rejected. At the shaming they gave the royal family caused great emotional harm to many. Although their titles as Duke and Duchess should be revoked, it is clear that the only item they can cling on to that will still bring in money is this. The supporter said, "I don't think he got in a public now anyway," which explains why he was upset that his police protection men were removed. In addition to abandoning his family, friends, and morality, Harry has virtually cut himself off from the succession. Another individual was really harsh with Meghan, asking why on earth she should retain any titles. She has a manifest hatred for the UK and the royal family. She didn't just leave the nation, she has only recently returned. She forbids all of her and Harry's relatives from participating in her children's life and expresses her hatred for the nation and the monarchy in both public speaking and writing. The most well-liked royals are Harry's older brother and his attractive wife, who have triumphed over Harry and Meghan, who are not particularly well-liked in the country due, most likely, to the criticisms of his family in the institution after he ceased to be a working royal. According to the research, most Britons think William has succeeded despite losing his grandmother last year. He was subjected to additional vicious attacks from Harry, which was a sad outcome for Harry. Half as many individuals, or almost twice as many, think William, as opposed to Harry, 27, best embodies the principles of their late mother Diana. After he and Meghan departed, according to Harry, his father allegedly cut him off financially. Of course, this was called Mexit, and the royal family later denied these accusations. The family's bond between Meghan and Harry as well as the rest of the clan now appears to have been irrevocably destroyed as a result of the mudslinging that followed, including several cheap jabs directed at his father and his brother in Harry's book. Okay, everyone is shown in a recent video, Harry makes a fantastic move that leaves Catherine and William in the dust. let's discuss some of your remarks because many of you participated in the discussion regarding this release, alright? Linda Kearney, 8475, posted the most recent comment. Harry was incapable of outshining William and Kate, he appeared to have slept off in their attire. That person's attire was completely disrespectful to the late Queen and the other members of the royal family. Harry has to practice humility a lot more. I appreciate your feedback very much. Linda, additionally, I've noticed that Harry often walks about with such a messy appearance, as if he just pulled some clothes out of his hamper and put them on. He ought to be able to take care of himself a little bit better, you'd think. He might be receiving wardrobe advice from Meghan. Having read these remarks, I realized that a lot of you were struck by how messy Harry was. Diane Prophet 837 has added one more comment. Knowing how much those things meant to his grandmother, Harry would have seemed respectable to pay his respects if he had even the slightest interest in his grandmother's memories. That is accurate, and it highlights a key distinction between Harry and Meghan. Meghan certainly isn't, but Harry, what's his defense, was raised to be better than this. Sue and then makes a joke on Harry rejoining the family. She believes it would be wonderful if Harry could apologize, but I believe he must seem contrite. That need time. I believe the family would welcome him back as a working royal again if he were to carry out those two requests. I don't believe that train is still in the station. Sue, and I concur with your position on this. Anyone who has experienced a family member's fall from grace would likely realize that if they are prepared to make apologies, you will likely welcome them back, and since you will want them to be a part of the family once more. Of course, he could never resume his position as a working royal. That seems like the UK thinks the same way as we do in your response to your question on whether Harry's family should accept him back and forgive him if he apologized to them. I believe that's a significant point to make. Even if they were taken back, it would be very difficult to trust them again because of how nasty he and Meghan have been to both of their families. Trust may be destroyed in a matter of seconds, but it takes time to rebuild it. Harry and Meghan need to be more humble in their behavior, apologies to their family, and truly carry out some nice deeds behind closed doors without all the pointless pat pictures. Even if it might take a while, folks would acknowledge that they were making an effort.